Nurse calls me and she's like, hi, can you verify information, blah blah blah. And so I did all that, and she's like, I just wanted to let you know that he is positive for COVID. And literally, like, my heart went to my stomach. I didn't expect it at all. Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. It's your girl Shy. So in today's video, we are going to be doing a get ready with me, answering a couple questions that I have from you guys. So if you feel like that's something that you want to see, go ahead and stay tuned for the video. Okay, so for starters, I'm going to be using this primer. It's the 𝑒𝑙𝑓 Poreless Putty Primer. And I'm going to be putting this all over my face. I just kind of smear it and then I work it around. Okay, so once that is smeared in, then I just have like this LA Girl Pro Concealer. It's in the shade Peach Corrector. And I just kind of go over like these pimples and things like that that I've been having breakouts with this pregnancy. It looks like that. I'm gonna take my Real Technique sponge, and it is damp, and I'm just gonna dab it in. That's what that looks like once I've dabbed it out. We're gonna try to do some eyeshadow today. Okay, we're gonna try. We're gonna try to do something. We're gonna figure it out. I have this Juvia's Place palette. It's called the Warrior. I don't usually wear makeup eyeshadow. This is the only palette that I really have. We're gonna try just to do something, because why not? So I'm just gonna take this eyeshadow brush and we're gonna go into the, I believe this one right here is called Kano. I think that's how you say it. And we're just going to put some on our brush, and we're gonna try. We're gonna get her together, sis. We gonna get it. We gonna keep trying. Okay, so far, that's what we look like, okay? Now I'm just going to take this smaller eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to go in with a lighter color and then put that on here and blend that out. I'm going to go in with this shade right here. I think it's called 𝐻𝕍𝚍𝚕. That's how you say it? 𝐻𝕍𝚍𝚕. Okay, so let's talk, because I told you I was going to be answering some questions and stuff. I'm definitely not doing stuff. So, we're just talking in general. So basically, some of the questions that I had got were like just simple questions, like why did you start YouTube, and things of like that nature. So I started YouTube because I've been wanting to start YouTube for a long time, and I just never really did. I had a couple of friends, honestly, that had told me a while back, like, you should go for it, you have the personality for it, blah blah blah, and I just never like pushed myself to do it. So I just finally did it. I finally pushed myself to do it, and I'm so happy that I did, because I love it. Like, it's fun. It's definitely a getaway. Happy that I did, I'll say that. Another topic I kind of wanted to touch on was the fact that I've been telling y'all kind of like what giveaway items would you guys like to see, would you guys like to have, like just suggestions, small items, because it's just a small milestone, but definitely I want to show my appreciation. So the giveaway items that I'm going to be doing are going to be 3 gift cards. So they're going to be obviously 3 different amounts, because there's like a first, second, and third, and I'm just going to basically select my most or active subscribers. I'm gonna try to pick like an app that'll help with determining so it's not like biased, but I definitely want to do so. And so that way it'll make it a little bit easier. So that will be coming. Another thing I kind of wanted to touch on was just, you know, my pregnancy, a little update on the baby and everything that is going on. I'm officially 7 months pregnant, y'all. 7, I'm almost there. And I just kind of wanted to touch on that as well. I asked you guys to give me some questions. A lot of y'all not a lot of y'all gave me too much to work with, but it's okay. We gonna talk about stuff. So another thing, like I said, was my pregnancy update, kind of like a little hit and miss on that. Okay, so I said I'm currently 7 months pregnant. I finally ordered a pregnancy pillow, which came in, and I've been loving that because it's definitely helpful, to say the least. For my foundation, I'm just gonna be using these Fit Me. I'm gonna mix the two because I'm a little tan. I'm gonna mix the two and we're gonna apply them to our face and go from there. So as far as my pregnancy, I'm kind of just trying to tough it out. And you know, once you get a certain kind of like certain amount of weeks and stuff, it definitely begins to take a toll. And I feel like I'm not all the way there yet, but I'm getting there, to say the least. I've been super tired, you know, taking my naps and things like that. And then also I get my feet have started to kind of swell, but that is okay because not necessarily swell, but they have definitely started to like hurt, to say. I'll say hurt. I ain't gonna say swell because they're not swelling yet, but I'm just going with this LA Girl Pro Concealer. So I'm gonna take my beauty blender, the wet one, and kind of just blend it out everywhere that I put concealer. But yeah, I'm gonna take my glucose test this week, and I'm a little excited. Because that means I'm getting closer to my due date. But I am anxious. We have not decided on a name as of yet, so that's like a lot because I'm ready to have a date. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eye. I have been using this 𝐿𝑜𝑣𝑒 translucent powder, but I recently found my 𝐴𝑟𝑒𝑑 translucent powder, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that one today because I have not used it in so long. So I'm just gonna take a beauty blender and place it, and I'm dabbing it in because I'm not really like, I don't like to bake. I'd rather just set her. Oh yeah. And the brows. And I'm just using a spoolie and brushing my brows because y'all know I don't got nothing like that. I ain't got no real like that. Anywho, so next, what are we gonna talk about? And I just use this 𝑒𝑙𝑓 brow kit in the shade medium, I think. Yeah, medium. So those of you who like follow me on Snapchat per se, social media, things like that. You guys probably know more than likely that something is going on with my son, one of them, and recently found out that he has COVID. So the thing with that is, how it all started was basically he came home, he was having a fever, and he was having, he was complaining of like a headache. So I was trying to kind of leave it, thinking because he didn't eat, that maybe it was just hungry. He was just hungry. He didn't eat lunch that day because he was with his dad, and his dad stated that he did not eat his lunch. So I'm like, well, maybe you're just hungry, you didn't eat. We'll see. So the day goes by. The next day, he was still complaining of this headache. Mind you, I made sure that he ate when he came home, and all of that. He's still complaining of a headache. So I started to get nervous. I didn't, you know, like with COVID, I'm like thinking, you know, the symptoms, things like that. I'm like, crap, what if he has COVID? So everybody's like, no, don't count it out. Like, just wait, be patient, blah blah. I'm like, okay, whatever. That night, he's still complaining to me. I'm like, you know what? I can't not take him. So I took him to Children's Mercy, which is just like, if you guys aren't from here, it's just like a local children's hospital here in Kansas City. So I took him to Children's Mercy, and then the doctor told me there's like a virus, a summer virus going around right now, and that it could just possibly be that, just to kind of monitor and watch him, this, that, and the other. So mind you, I'm 7 months pregnant. I told the doctor, like, hey, I'm pregnant. I would rather him get tested so I can know that he does not have it than he does. It would sit better with me to know that he does not have it. And so he's like, of course, we can test him, blah, blah, blah. So they went ahead and tested him, and it took 24 hours for his results to come back. So mind you, oh, that was another thing, a headache, and he had a fever of 103. It was like 102.8. So I was like kind of paranoid, to say the least. And when we took him, I obviously gave him ibuprofen, I gave him some children's Tylenol, and when we took him, the nurse still said, which was like an hour later, that his fever was still at 101. So it had dropped just barely. So that made me want him to get tested as well. And then the nurse called the next day, and mind you, I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't think he had COVID. Like, I did, but it was in the back of my mind. I'm like, I know they're gonna call me and be like, he doesn't have COVID, like, he's fine. I knew it, like, I just knew it. So the nurse calls me and she's like, hi, can you verify information, blah blah blah. And so I did all that, and she's like, I just wanted to let you know that he is positive for COVID. And literally, like, my heart went to my stomach. I didn't expect it at all. I didn't know. I just started crying. Like, I just instantly started crying, and I'm like, okay. And so then she goes over, like, you know, the pamphlet that they send home when they discharge you from the ER and stuff like that. And I just literally cried all day. Like, she called me around noon, and I just could not stop crying. So of course, with all the rest of the kids in the house, myself being 7 months pregnant, my boyfriend, like, we have a large household, you know, we start quarantining, and then we start keeping everybody away, we start getting everybody tested, we start freaking out. So I got myself tested, and then my my middle child tested. Both of ours had came back negative, and then my boyfriend got tested, his came back negative. So I'm thankful, but it's still kind of crazy because it's like, where did you get this from? Like, what? So with him testing positive, my boys share a room. They've been in it together. My middle got his test results back and saying negative, but they're still in the same room quarantining together because of the simple fact that they have been together this whole time, and God forbid he should get it or symptoms should show up later and something like that. So he's just kind of quarantining in there with him. We've just been taking the proper precautions because at this point it's kind of like, what else can we really do? So yeah, I just kind of, it stinks because like your child has to quarantine for 14 days, and like I'm pregnant, so I'm trying to take the proper precautions, but I just want to love on him and, you know, all of that, and make sure that he's good and just all of that. So they've been kind of just quarantining in the room, and he's thankfully not feeling or not acting or having any like serious symptoms. It's mainly just him having a cough, him having a little congestion, and then him also having like his fever is broken. He hasn't had a fever since the actual day. His headache he hasn't been complaining of, things like that. So I mean, I know it's not even been a week yet, but I kind of want to get him retested just to see about his results coming back. So yeah, as far as like the sanitizing and stuff, I know I'm not the first mom that's had someone with COVID, or, you know, the first person that's had to deal with someone with COVID. So the whole process has been just literally like, whenever they come out to go to the bathroom, whenever they come out to, mainly that's what they come out for, to go to the bathroom, which is like right in the hallway kind of by their room. So whenever they come out to go to the bathroom, I Lysol, we Clorox wipe everything. Like I have this big old container of Clorox wipes. I have 2 or 3 cans of Lysol. We clean everything down, sanitize everything down, because of the fact too, because we don't want it to spread, and there is a baby, a 1.5-year-old in the house. So it's kind of like, you know, we do that, and then it just, we're just doing the best that we can as of right now, because it's new to us, and it's kind of, it's hard to separate the household. So yeah, I kind of feel like, in a sense, I'm like this like maid or something that's like knocking on their door and bringing the meals, taking their stuff back, like, you know, like just kind of like that. It's weird, but it's necessary, to say the least. But yeah, so that's that. Kind of just hit and miss, trying to figure out everything as we go along, and you know, I'm going with it. So I'm just gonna contour my face. This is the Smashbox contour palette. It doesn't have a name or anything, it's just Smashbox. I'm just using this Orgasm Blush by NARS. Yeah, I'm placing it on my face or whatever. Lashes I'm gonna use are these. I showed you guys these the other day, just on like a little video, a little vlog. So we're gonna attempt, don't judge me, y'all. I wish I knew how to do lashes. Like, I think lashes are so popping. Like, when I see girls that can just put their lashes on and be like 2 seconds, boom, I'm out, I think that is so tight. Like, I want to. So I'm gonna teach myself eventually on how to put on lashes, because baby, Y'all, I'm not good at this. Like, look, a mess. I need more glue on there. Yeah, I suck at lashes. We just gonna say that. So this is the finished look, sis. I don't know, like my lashes are just not giving to me. But I'm gonna get better. If you made it this far in the video, I do want to let you guys know, thank you so much. I do appreciate you greatly for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave me some love below. Don't forget to comment on who's going to teach me how to do these lashes. Don't forget to check out my other video pertaining to my hair if you'd like to see me straighten it out and what I use, what techniques I use, and all of that. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.